okay. You probably get bombarded. Everyone's like, make sure everybody knows the information.
We'll just get through it by following the screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Jim Williams paid attention to it.
Yeah.
Was that off the horseshoe?
It was off the posters, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that test hold.
I think we're gonna take it to the next meeting because they're gonna give the presentation.
Oh, nice. They can have his family here.
Yeah, but we should, but we can't. I know, we will have to reach out to probably the commissioners.
Good.
I don't know if it's a Trump or commissioners.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Time to call to order the February 24th, 2022 meeting of the Oklahoma City Airport Trust. Our first item is to approve the minutes of the January 27th, 2022 Oklahoma City Airport Trust. Is there a move and second? And the item passes. Our next item is the director's report.
Good morning, everyone. Just had two items I wanted to bring up this morning. One, just as with all the city employees, but at the airport, I wanted to recognize our airfield crew over the last couple of days. This is another storm we've had. From a couple of weeks ago, we had one, and some pretty trying conditions, multiple days of precipitation, but we continue to stay open and have good pavement conditions, and our flights are impacted, but I think I just wanted to recognize our airfield crews for the work they're doing and staying on top of the storm. The other thing I just wanted to mention is we recently started a working group at Wiley Post Airport. We want to get some input from the tenants there on how we move forward with the airport with development and operations and getting ideas on how we can help to see that airport continue to grow. So we'll have some ideas as we move forward, and just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So that concludes my report.
Thank you for the director's report. Our next item is item 4, Will Rogers World Airport.
Yes, sir. Item A, 4A is acceptance of completed project, Hangar 9 boiler replacement at Mike Maroney Center. B is recommendation receiving bids at Mike Maroney Center for elevator replacement project. C, recommendation to receive bids at Mike Maroney Center for Duke Avenue asphalt street repairs. Item D, Amendment 2, contract with Dewitt Construction for the rehab of runway 1331 at Will Rogers. Item E is Amendment 4 with a agreement with Cohen Group for rehabilitate terminal access road design. Item F is change order 9 with Timberlake Construction, terminal building upper level deck structure. Item G, resolution to approve marketing incentive and operational lighting fee credit with Southwest Airlines for service to San Antonio. Item H, change order number 2 with ThyssenKrupp Airport Systems, terminal renovation and expansion phase 3. I, resolution authorizing the purchase of office furniture from Office Interiors LLC. J, declaration of easements, covenants, and restrictions for phase 1 Lariat Landing at Will Rogers World Airport.
Okay. You've heard the request for approval. Is there any questions or motion and second? And the item passes. The next item is Clarence C. Page Airport.
Actually, we have section
Oh.
5.
Sorry, I missed one, didn't I? Wiley Post Airport. There you go.
Yes, sir. Item A is amendment number 1 to construction contract with Libra Electric for rehabilitate runway 1331.
Okay, you heard the request for approval. Is there a motion and a second? And the item passes. Now we're at the next item, Clarence C. Page Airport.
Item A, there's amendment number 2 to the construction contract with Rudy Construction for rehabilitate C.E. Page apron.
Okay. Is there a motion and a second? And the item passes. Next up is general.
Mr. Chairman, we have several items there. We have report delinquent accounts receivable. Item 2 is construction project status report. Number 3 is budget to actual report as of January 31st. Item B is amendment number 1 to contract for professional services with Freese and Nichols for general environmental consulting services. C is project manual for paving repairs and maintenance. D, project manual for utility repairs and maintenance.
Okay. We've heard the request. Is there a motion and second? And the item passes. Next up is lease and other agreements.
Item A, lease agreement with Michael S. and Linda Swisher. Item B, lease agreement with Jesse Sullivan. Item C, lease agreement with Doug Anderson. Item D, lease agreement with D&J Land LLC. Item E, lease agreement with Jesse Sullivan. Item F, lease agreement with Martin Kuber family. Item G, lease agreement with Martin Kuber family. Item H, lease agreement with Gerald R. Hudson Living Trust. Item I, permanent public water easement dedication for fire suppression line. Item J, abrogation hazard easement granted to Vaquero Partners 59th Partners LP. Item K, amendment number 7 to management contract with First Transit. Item L, amendment number 2 to lease agreement with Private Jets. Item M, construction agreement with Private Jets. Item N, lease agreement with Dennis C. Cox and Mary R. Fox, Dennis C. Fox or Mary R. Fox. Item O, lease agreement with Rex Austin.
Okay. You've heard the request. Is there a motion and a second? And the item passes. Next, we have a resolution ratifying the action of the Director of Airports and approving the requisition dated February 24, 2022, and a resolution approving requisitions dated February 2022. Is there a motion and second? And the item passes. Are there any comments from trustees? Are there any comments from staff? Are there any citizens wishing to be heard? If not, we are adjourned.